Yes,
Fine,
sir.
fine. I think, and I've started recording. So for those that will miss,
Yes, sir.
so fine. So now, so that's all what we will learn. So and with the last one, which is security, and which I've said that please that's your optimum result that you have to master in you have to master in DevOps security because as they pay a DevOps more, so that's why you are also risk to like you are also close to being what because a DevOps skill can make someone to be successful, and DevOps skills can also make someone to because like let's assume now that you are working in a banking system, for example now, and unfortunately, so their security just breached. Just imagine, believe me, that person will what will rot in jail because the banks won't hear that please it's a mistake. So that's why security is very crucial in the DevOps. So now let's start with please this one I don't want to be I don't want it to be more of like just theory tutorial aspect, which I told you that after this class I will send you the materials for you to read and to read ahead of our next class. So you've all known DevOps, and during our ChemSave, and I've explained. Although some of you were not around, but DevOps it's just two words combined together to make development, and then operation. How to create something, right? How to package something, how to deploy something. That's the development phase, right? Then we have what we call the operation. The operation is what is how you run that thing to be working effectively. So development of operation, and which is the end point of anything that you are doing. The screen is not clear. Don't worry, please. I've not started. Started. Yeah, somebody saying DevOps is the best. Yeah. That's it. DevOps is the best. Please, once you've mastered DevOps, believe me, it's more like you know everything. So that's why I mandated it on all of you that you must subscribe to DevOps because it's everything. It's everything. It will be as if you are all rounder. It's be as if you've known everything about what tech. And please, and this will be a project based or DevOps. I will help you, and I'll be giving you a task for you to practice, right? And then please make sure you practice on time and make sure that what that you like you don't pile up tasks and you don't pile up videos, right? So now that's just all about DevOps in brief, and which you know what it entails. But if I should send you the resources, please we should all mute our mic. Who is this? So I will send you the materials for you to read all what the DevOps mean. And please, there will be weekly assessment also. We'll be doing assessment every Sundays. Please, you'll be doing assessment based on what you've done for the whole week. So now let's start with our version control. Version control. Version control. What version control means now? So see, anytime you hear version control in everything, both in web, software, or anything, once you've heard about version control, it means Git and GitHub. And please, GitHub is just a platform, right? It is just a platform that is managing everything about the deployment, the development phase of your product, right? So it is just a tool, which it means that we have a lot of tools. We have different tools that you can use to achieve that. So we have GitLab, we have GitHub, we have Gitbucket. Depending on it is just that GitHub is the one that is more popular, right? That's why people are thinking of it. It's only GitHub, but we have we have different platform that you can host your project, and so that's where this version control now came in. So the version control means that the effects of that GitHub, it is just that what to track what you are doing. Now let's assume now that today you've done something today and you've pushed it to your GitHub. Tomorrow you've pushed. Next tomorrow you've pushed, right? So now that thing that you are doing, you see now it's working with time, it's working with dates. So that thing, for you to be able to track it back, that is okay. So time you push, so time you. So that's what they call version control. That is, you will be able to track what you've done, even after 1 million years, right? You will be able to track it back. Okay, that so time, this so time that I did this so time. That is why it will be easier for you to like to update things, and it will be easier for you to remove things, right? So now before that, let me introduce you to what we call shell. And one of the tools that you need first, you need please you have to install what we call Git. Go and install it, and I will send you the link to later on. We have Git, right? So this Git, once you've installed it, you will see something called Git Bash, right? Git Bash. And I've also explained to you later on, we have two. We have this GUI, we have this CMD. This is what will now lead us to what we call interface in computer. See, anything that you are interacting with in computer, it means interface. This my window now that you are seeing, what it means interface, right? If you open something, let's first open this Git Bash now. If I open this Git Bash now, this interface that you are seeing, this one now that you are seeing also is what it's also interface, right? If you go back to this my Windows environment, it's also what it's also interface. Oh, that's clear. So interface means that how the environment that you use to interact with your computer, right? So and the syntax for interface in computer means it has to it comprises three things. The first thing is input. The second is what? Sorry, the first thing is it is the user. That's you. The second is the input. That is the command you are ready to give the computer. While the third one is the output, the result the computer will give you. It means the overall, the everything computer is doing is you now. Then the command that you give computer, which is more of like keyboard. That is, we use keyboard to insert command. That's the initial stage. But now we have the advanced one that we have now. Like we have the voice, we have the camera and anything like that, right? So now we have the input through keyboard, and then we have the output through monitor, right? That's the screen. So now anything that you are doing in computer, every task, all tasks, irrespective of anything that you are doing, it comprises these three things: the user, the input, and the output. Oh, that's clear. So now going back to this my Git. Now, if I should open this my Git, this is where most of you got it wrong when you were doing my assessment. Some of you were using this CMD, and some of you were using this GUI, right? So this GUI that you are seeing, it's one of the types of the interfaces that we have in computer. The full meaning of GUI is what? Graphical user interface, right? Oh, that's clear. Graphical what? Graphical user interface. But although graphics came before something what we call CLI, the CLI means command line interface. That is before 1980s downward. That is 1800, 1700, 1600. So they use command, even right from our abacus, right? We have the devices the first device that they use in computer is called what? We have abacus, we have Pascal line, that's the Pascal, the one that is Pascal calculator. We have Olarit machine, we have Borovs, we have different machines. So all them they used to use what we call command. That is like this our GitHub now. That's why this Git Bash now came into. You see that everything that you are seeing here, it's all about command. But unlike before now that we have everything graphics, you see now I'm seeing this interface. See, I will over my mouse here. This mouse that you are even seeing, it's also graphics. But before, this is how our mouse used to be like. Please, can you see that? This pointing arrow, let me change this back to black so that, let me change it to black. Please, this is how to configure your background, this thing. Let me change back to black. Okay. Apply. Save. Can you see it now? See, this thing that you are seeing, this one that you are seeing as your cursor now, yeah? this your cursor that you are seeing here, that's same thing. This one that is blinking under command line. That this is how it is. While under your GUI is now as your cursor. Hmm? Now let me now brief this command, this interface for you. So now, before, if they want to copy, paste, delete, remove, everything that you are doing now, they use command for everything. Everything A to Z, it's all about command. And the command interface used to be something like this, black like this. Hmm? So that's one. But now, graphics now came to challenge this this CLI. That's why now, if I just want to create a folder now, what do? I'll just go, I'll right click, you see, I'll just right click. After the right click, you will see new, right? You will see new, you will see create folder, then you will create a folder. But before, you have to do command. You have to use command for everything before. Hope that's clear. So now we have operating systems. We have the Linux, we have the Windows, we have a lot, but these are just the two that are just competing with each other. You have the Linux, you have the Windows, right? So now it's now Windows that now came to challenge Linux over the graphics, right? It's Windows that brought about all these graphics that you are seeing now. Hope that's clear. That's why you are doing everything more of like graphics. You see, you are interacting with everything with the graphics. See graphics everywhere. You see all these icons that you are seeing. They're all graphics work, right? So now that's one. You will see that everything here, before it will execute, you have to input something and then you have to output something, right? So now let's say, let me write my first command here. Let me write my first command here. If I should say, okay, let me zoom this. Can you see my screen very well? Let me zoom this control. Can you see my screen very well now? Is it big enough? I'll zoom it, right? Yes, so if I say, who am I? Sorry, my text is black. Oh, okay, let me change my text. It's black. Sorry, I have reconfigured my this. That's why text. Let me change it to default. So please let me change. No, this is okay. Let me change this one to white. I think white will go to with this simple. White. Aha. Fine. So now if I should create who I see the first command that I wrote here now. So now first of all, see this command that you're saying, have fast tech at desktop. This, right? This thing that you are seeing, this interface that you are seeing, is still the same thing as you coming down to here like this, coming to your desktop like this, right? And then this is the same thing as this here, right? This your user here, this one. Can you see that? So now this is how it's it is under what's the name, under GUI. Why this is how it will look like under what CLI. So which one is more preferable? You see that graphics, right? Right? Graphics, right? And if I should say desktop now, if I should move to desktop, please, this is just introduction. You will see now something has added to this. You see /desktop now. This one that you are seeing is now the same thing as if I'm under this environment. Can you see that? Oh, that's clear now. If I should list this, you see everything that will pop out here will still the same thing that you will see here, right? But the best way to interact with computer, the best way is what is graphics, because graphics you are seeing, they say seeing is believing. Okay, let me accept these people that are trying to log in. Admit, right? So the best way to interact with computer what is your graphics, because you are seeing everything, you are interacting with icons, with buttons, with folders, with text, all like this one to just be black 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 black. But while learning this, because this one CLI is more sufficient than what, than the graphics, because graphics, although now we have some sophisticated devices now that you don't even know the difference now that you see. Why graphics is consuming a lot of, like, storage, right? So why now if you are to copy like 10 gig of files, you have to wait. You will be seeing something, like something filling up, right? But unlike your CLI, once you click on enter, that's all. See everything that I've listed here. See all this file now. Can you see that? This file now that you're seeing here is still the same thing that is under this my environment. Can you see that? So, but the best way is to interact with is what is your CLI. So now that's all about this Git. That if you are to click on this Git, this GUI is this the former one. Why this CMD is you use the command. The CMD, this one, it is for the Windows version, because the default command interface for Windows is CMD. Once you type CMD, you see it here, right? Command prompt, right? But for what's the name? But for Linux, it's called terminal. Please, any question? Someone is asking. Let me read. I'm coming. Someone is asking, can I use CLI to copy file to my flash to drive? Wow, that's a nice question. See, please, that question that you've asked. See, just put this in your mind. Anything that you are doing now on your GUI, the graphics, you can do it with your command. I will even teach you some tricks. Some of the things that you have to learn, like that you will see the power of CLI, the power that CLI has over graphics. So I will try to be relating both for you guys. Hope that's clear. So that's your answer. Everything. So that let's assume now that if I want to copy now, let's say where's my flash? Is my flash close? Is my flash coming?
Hello, sir.
Okay, ma. Okay, what's your question? You have a question? Hello. Okay, I can hear you. Someone said hello, sir. Now, Mrs. Catherine. Okay. So my flash is not closed. I would have shown you on how to do that. Please remind me in our next class so that you will see how you can interact with your CLI, with your GUI. Everything that you can do with your CLI, you can do it with your GUI. Hope that's clear now. Any more questions, please?
Hello, sir.
Okay, ma.
Please, are you recording this thing? Because we were cut off from you.
Yes. I'm recording it. I told that.
Now.
No. I'm recording. Don't worry. I told that we will always record all our classes that we are doing. Eh? Don't worry. We will always record it. So back to what I'm saying now. So now the first command that you will learn. Please don't worry. Please, it is not hard. Please, the only thing that except if you are not practicing. Oh, you will see. And one of the things that you have to learn under CLI, you have to be careful with what we call return key. Please, what is return key? Who can tell me? What is return key? You can type it or you can say it. Please, what do we call return key, please? No one? Thank you. Someone has answered it. No, Honora? Yes, your return key, the button we call return key is what we call enter, right? The enter key, your enter button is what we call return key. Please, in DevOps, you have to be very, very careful with that key. Because you see this blinking that you are seeing, this your mouse that you are seeing here, once you've clicked on enter, it means that you are ready to execute, right? It means you are ready to execute your plan. And this is one of the disadvantages your CLI has over GUI. Your CLI has no undo or redo. So once you click enter, it means that's all. But unlike your GUI, if you mistakenly delete something, you can undo it, right? And you can also redo. But your CLI, no, there's nothing like that. Hope that's clear. Please, any questions, please? Any more questions before we proceed? Oh my God, our this thing will end very soon now. Our because now Google Meet 2 is not free version again, so now I think the IISD thing is 1 hour. So any questions, please? No question, right? Okay, Mrs. Khadija.
Excuse me, sir.
Ma.
The screen you shared.
Yeah.
From here, I'm seeing smaller writing. I can't.
Oh, sorry, but I have zoomed it. Can you see it now? I've zoomed it very well.
This right up.
It's not like this again.
But the first one is a bit tiny.
This one now that you are seeing. What about the one that you are seeing now?
No, not this one. The one you just take off.
Okay, no, okay, that's just our normal. Okay, this one. So this is just the normal interface for your Google Meet, except I do like this, and this one will be too large for us. This one like this, right?
Okay.
It's not something like this, but it will be somehow too large. Okay, but this one is too large. Don't worry. This is just the interface for the Google Meet. So I have to make it to be normal so that I'll be able to see everyone. So please, any more question? Will the physical class be recorded as well? Okay, that's question. Yeah, we hope so. We hope so. The physical class, we hope so, because we will be using Smartboard, and hopefully we will just try as much as possible since our time now, because some people now they say they prefer the morning and the other people say that, but we've already agreed that we will work with those that have the highest vote, and the people that have the highest vote is they are the from 12 to 5, right? So please, what to just sorry, from 2 to 5. So we will just try as much as possible to record for those, and as time goes on, we'll just see how we can have 2 sessions, that for both morning and both afternoon, as how we used to do at ChemSafe. Okay, please, any more questions, please? Actually, I'm sorry, I would have loved us to go a little bit far today. Far, but my screen just, it is my screen that I want to set up that fucked me up today. But please, I will just try as much as possible to send our next class to you guys before Monday. And then we will cover as many as possible. And it will be a task format. Right? It will be a task. Everything will be a task, and then I will try to explain, and then we'll solve together. Right? So now our DevOps. So please, the only thing that will just make you not to understand all this concept is you not practicing. Anything that we are doing here, just make sure that you practice at home, please, or just find somewhere to get access to system. And for those using what's the name? For those using mobile phones or tablet, I will send you something to download in case if you don't have any option for the laptop, so that you'll be able to practice it, and then you can also practice. Please, don't just joke. Make sure you practice. It will be somehow difficult for you at the beginning, but believe me, these 3 months can be a life-changing time. Just make sure that you stick to the normal. The secret in tech is just for you to practice, and don't pile up tasks. You will be given tasks, please. You will be given tasks. Don't say that I will do later. Don't procrastinate. I will do later. You think that by the time you miss 1, 2, 3, 4, believe me, it will be difficult for you to catch up. And we promise you, we will try as much as possible that at least 99% of you will understand a concept before we move to another concept. We will try as much as possible. To carry everyone along. please don't feel shy to ask question. Don't feel shy. There's nothing. No one is a genius here. So we are all learning. And don't be and because this is what used to make some people to say that and I don't know how to ask, so that they won't laugh at me. Please ask question. Please, because you are learning and we are all learning. Hmm? So if you don't understand any concept, please ask. Right? So I think let us call it a day for now. Then on Monday we will we will hit the ground running. So let me also copy Tinubu. So we hit the ground running, and we'll try as much as possible to cover as many as possible. And don't forget, I will send you all the resources that you need before time, so that you will also read ahead. And if you also can practice ahead of time, then it will be of benefit and it will be self-explanatory, right? So don't forget, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask via the platform. We will all try as much as possible to attend to you all. And please, this is our fear. I can see that the attendance is encouraging now. This is how it used to be at the initial stage. You see people trooping in that like I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. Then later on you start people now, you start seeing 10, 5, 1. Please, we don't want that. See, this is what we call what you will surely experience that a time is come that you say, this thing is too difficult for you to understand. And please don't worry. Don't just give up. Don't just give up. Believe me, it will be a life changing thing. Please don't just give up. This time, this thing that you are seeing now, as we are seeing we have seen that 18 hour. That's more than average, because you are expecting like 35 people, but at least 18 is still okay. Let's still maintain this time, please. Don't let us be seeing just only one person in class or two people, please. Someone is asking attendance. Sorry, we've forgotten, but don't worry. From next week Monday, you have attendance. Okay, Mr. Abubakar, question. This is question time, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Sir, my concern is like, sir, the online class. I want to know when is it going to be every week? Because my friend just informed me about it. I didn't even know about it. That was why I came late.
Okay.
So I want to know the date, please.
I'm coming. Are you not on the group?
I am on the group, sir.
But we suppose. But we've all. It is that you were absent during. You were absent during our onboarding session that we did on Monday, last week Monday. Or this Monday, sorry. So maybe that's why. So we've agreed that it will be one day on, one day off. That is, we are reading Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Is that clear?
Okay, I understand.
But please,
the online class.
Yes, that's the online class. The online class is Mondays. What's the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. For the physical class, we agreed on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesday.
Okay.
Is that clear now?
I understand.
Now from 2 to 5.
Sir, thank you.
Because we raised the poll, so we follow the poll. So that's why, because we all voted, so that's why we agreed. But I would have like prefer that we still maintain that one day on, one day off too. Like if possible, that our destination should not be Tuesday, since we are doing online Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So our physical should not be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But no problem, since we've agreed that the poll is what will determine. So let's just stick to what we've agreed, and that's Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays for now. But don't worry, we'll see as so this is just a starting something. This is just starting. So we'll see how we can make sure that everyone is onboarded. That whereby we can even have more than 2 sets. That so that you can come at any time. That you can also so that you all have equal this that. For the practical class, I'm currently not in Kaduna, will be streamed. Yeah, we will try. I've already answered this question. We'll try as much as possible to see how we can record even the physical class, right? So we'll try as much as possible. We'll carry everyone along. And I've also told you that you will be. Please, we want everyone to be present. So please, always make sure. That's why we say at least you don't have time at all. Make sure that you come to the physical class. That is at least once, so that we will be able to group you guys, because we are required to group you into like maybe 2 or 3 or 4, so that you will all carry different projects, and then you now execute it, right? So any more questions? Please, any more questions? No question. So I think with this, I think we call it a day. And then don't forget to always research more. The field the career path you've chosen, that's your cloud computing. Believe me, it's a very nice. Although in Nigeria, it's not just encouraging in Nigeria, but don't forget what I told you, that one of the things that you also gain in our community is that you will be introduced to freelancing job. That is even whereby you can like you can apply after when you've mastered your skills very well. That will try as much as possible that every one of us will have. And one of the things that you have to know, that you have to have as a freelancing person, is you have to have international account, which I promise you that if you're serious, we will open international account for you guys, right? So that you can start your freelancing job. So your limits is not all about Nigeria. It's all these skills that you are learning. Believe me, anywhere part of the world you can you can just make sure that you master. Because see, and again, let me chip in something. So that you should not take very well. So that you should not take very well. Tech is about what you can solve, not what you know, what you think you can solve. What you can solve, like it, what you can present, what you can showcase, that this is what I've done, not what I can do. Hope that's clear. Let me give you the difference between our normal way of system, so that you will be thinking towards the normal way now, not unlike your normal school, university, or your polytechnic. Or let me chip in with one story, so that you will get to so that you enjoy it very well. Now there was a day that like we have father and son, right? So now this father now sent the son to buy like 2 kilogram of sugar, right? So now this father, after when he has sent this boy to get the 2 kilogram of sugar, so upon reaching there, then the guy the son was not told that no, not 2 kilogram, except 1 kilogram, that is 1 kilogram, right? Then instead of the son to buy that, then the son now went back. So he went back and what told his father that, father, they say no 2 kilogram except 1 kilogram. Then the father now said that, are you stupid? Why can't you just buy one, right? Just buy 1 kilogram, and what it will make up 2. That's fine. Okay. Then he now scolded the child that next time you buy 1 kilogram, so that it will make up 2. Then after some days again, so the father sent the same child to go and buy shoe, like let's say like size 6 shoe. Then upon reaching there again, right, the guy now found out that they have just only three sizes instead of 6. So he now thought that, why I made a mistake last, and that my father said that I should buy 1 kilogram, right? So that to make up 2. So what about if I should buy three sizes? So I think it will make up 6. So now the guy now bought 3 sizes of 3 sizes of shoes. Pair 2 different sizes. And normally that's six size, size 6. That's not size 6. So upon reaching back home, so stories changed again. That what's none of this? Is that what you're supposed to buy? So now this is exactly what is happening in tech. You see now, the guy followed the normal way. What and that is same thing that what you are learning in school is nonsense. Why? Because you are given 1 plus 1 and you are expecting to get 1 plus 1 out there. It's not possible. And that's the same thing that you have in tech too. What you are learning here in tech, the main thing is if you want to execute that thing, what you have learned. That's when you get, not that you are seeing 1 plus 1 and then you are not expecting 1 plus 1 out there for you to solve things. No, it's not done that way. You see how different scenarios, different things. That's the same thing. That's how you'll be facing different. So the only thing that can make you to make difference now in tech is using task, different task. You must make sure that you are solving different tasks. So that's what they call the experience that you are looking for, right? So please don't let me waste your time. Don't forget, believe me, you won't regret doing internship with us. And as far you are serious and as far you are committed, please, this number that is encouraging, please let it still be encouraging till we finish, right? Please don't miss class, and if you miss class, because we don't know tomorrow, anything might happen. If you miss any class, please try to watch the video so that you will also be on track and you won't be left behind, right? So in the absence of no question, right? So I think we call it a day. And then don't forget, the group is not meant to just be like a graveyard. Ask questions, research, ask questions, browse, like based on what you've done. You'll get a lot of things, and believe me. And one of the packages that we have for you guys, and which we hope that you will be our first intern in our community. You'll be our first interns, and believe me, if you know what you are doing, you might be with us for life. That is, believe me, and you know what it means that you are going together. That is, it means that you will also be part of our team if you know what you are doing, and we will try to we will try to cook you. We will cook, we will roast you, and you will be anywhere. Believe me, and in tech, believe me, in tech, you can work in different companies. It's only tech now that someone can work in like 10 different companies. Now you see what this IPPIS is doing with a lot of civil servants now, that you can't work in more than one organization. But in tech, it's not like that. Once you've mastered your skills, you can work in more than 20 companies without, as far you know how to manage your time very well, right? So please make sure that you practice, and anything that you are giving you, please, I'm still emphasizing, but that's the only thing that will make you not to get things here. If you're not practicing, and if you are just saying that, okay, I will do later, and don't worry, I will also engage you with tasks that you know that you won't even have time to sleep. So thank you, have a nice time, and don't forget, we are expecting you guys, and we hope, because we told that we are currently setting up the place that we are to use for our physics, because we are changing relocation. We are changing location so that it will accommodate a lot of people. So we are changing. So that's why we moved down to that new site. So we hope and we are hoping that before that Monday, we are done with at least with 80% of what we want to set up. So that because we want the place to be to be conducive for you guys. Say, wow, this is a nice place, and this. So we hope so that everything will be intact, at least for your convenience, so that you will be able to practice more and to do anything that you want to do. So see you guys. Practice, ask questions, research, and please don't relent. Please don't relax. Keep posing up. Thank you, and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.